Ladies and gentlemen, gather around, because today's history tale is so wild even the potatoes are taking notes. Welcome to the era of conquest, crops, and outright craziness, also known as the European conquest of the Americas. Picture it: North America, West Indies, Brazil. A whole buffet of opportunity. Europeans arrive, look around and say, hey, why don't we just plant a whole lot of sugarcane, tobacco, and oh yes, cotton. That way we can make sweet treats, smoky evenings, and uncomfortable shirts. Genius, right? But who's going to do all this hard work? Aha, said the explorers, twirling their imaginary villain mustaches. Let's bring in some free labor from Africa. Yes, that sends up a whole lot of red flags for decency and basic humanity, but apparently 16th century ethics were checked at the dock. Now, if you were an indigenous American, you'd look at all this and say, wait, what did we sign up for? Turns out, serfdom, not exactly the American dream. Meanwhile, these plantations needed more workers. And thus begins the historical human resources horror show known as the Transatlantic slave trade. First cameo appearances by individual merchants, sailors, and pirates. Arr, I'm here to exploit your labor. But by the 17th century, slave trading companies had official government approval, because nothing says bureaucracy like rubber stamping oppression. For 300 years, Africa gets turned into a hunting ground, while the Americas host the wildest, least ethical farming experiment in world history. Sugar was harvested, tobacco was smoked, but dignity and respect, those, my friends, were missing from the crop rotation. So, next time someone says, history repeats itself, just remember, sometimes it's a rerun nobody wants, unless it involves potatoes, because honestly, potatoes are always a win.